Hi, I'm Serena Vincent and you're watching Airlim.
Okay, so now I've talked about the Power Ranger helmets. I've also talked about the movie figures that are coming out. Now we've got like the legacy figures that have been kind of announced throughout the year. I've not talked about them because this is a perfect time to actually look at them. So when you see these photos, these are courtesy of Darryl Williams, and thank you very much for letting me use them. Links to all his links will be down below in the comments, so definitely worth checking out. And again, thank you. So let's start having a look. First of all, we have the White Ranger. Now, I kind of think the White Ranger looks okay, but to be honest, I kind of think I would have liked to have seen him much later on because we've had the Super Legends, and I just kind of think it would be kind of nice to have him later. But by the look of him, the articulation's fine. It's not, I say, these aren't going to be fig arts, so don't be like, oh my god, I kind of wish they were all like fig arts. Because they're not. This looks kind of cool. I can't really see much if I zoom in. It looks pretty much just the same. His legs look bulky, and obviously he can be posed in multiple ways, and it looks like he's got like a multiple layered tier leg. So obviously you've got the joint, and then obviously you've got the leg, and then so on and so on. The helmet detail looks fine, and I've kind of noticed the shield clip on him. I was going to say so you can see it, but where the shield doesn't actually fit on this, so I'm guessing maybe you can take it off and it'll have the gold symbol, the gold diamond on his chest, which obviously the Mighty Morphing Rangers had. The Green Ranger is up next, and to be honest, it looks really weird. Like, I don't know, it's possibly out of all of them the nicest Green Ranger that we've had. He comes with a sort of darkness and a dragon dagger, and you can see there's some detail compared to like where the dots are on the actual sword is. Dragon dagger looks absolutely fine, and again the shield comes off, so it looks like he's hunched over for some strange reason. From what it looks like, it doesn't look too bad. Now it's possibly the angle, but it does look like Trini and Kimberly are kind of like dancing in a club. It's like and they're just kind of like going at it. I actually quite like the girls. They look quite like interesting on this one. Again, the angle, but it looks really weird. Kimberly's boob it looks like it's, I don't know, it looks a bit weird, but the detail on the helmet though, I've got to admit, I'm very impressed. And again, as much as they're not, they just look like fig art. So they're taking time. You know that these figures are going to be worth collecting. I actually like it, and I possibly may collect them all when they come out. Now, Ninja Storm Red is quite, he's like, no! That kind of thing. He looks like, it looks fine. I'm quite glad that they brought Ninja Storm. They're focusing on that because obviously we've got Ninja Steel, so they want to get like more Ninja Rangers out. From looking at it, because again, we've never really had many Ninja Rangers. I don't know if they did it in the kind of like the Super Mega Force lineup, but I like the detail. The symbol on the chest though looks really weird, like it's stretched out. But I'm guessing that's because obviously the way he's posed. I like the fact, it would have been cool if he was in a stance like that with all the others, and I love the fact that in these also pictures, if they're not in there, you can see the other Rangers just looking around, like Blue Mighty Morphing, he's up there. But I really like this one, so I'm hoping they'll do all of them, including the Green Ranger, because that would be awesome. So as normal, we've got the Red Ranger figure. Now I think this is very similar to the one that the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive is of the kind of Untitled Ranger. He looks fine. It just looks like a normal Red Ranger to me. Normally when I see these sorts of things, I kind of really want them to be kind of different, but I don't really like the helmet that much on this one. We have the Black Ranger, and he looks decent. Actually, to be honest, looks really kind of cool, I think. Just the way that he is, just the way that he's standing. This to me looks absolutely fine. Again, you can't really say much detail on the Mighty Morphing because they just look normal, generic, but I like this one. This one looks a lot like a fig art to me, and actually it feels like they've taken time on this one. Now, they popped up a Megazord, and I don't know if I like this one because it doesn't look like there's much detail compared to like some of the other ones we've had. This one just looks very bland and very boring, I think. There's no kind of detail on the Saber-Tooth Tiger or the Triceratops, but it's kind of nice to actually have something like this because they don't normally release many Megazords. I think 2010 was the last one where it looked really kind of weird. This one I'm really liking, but It's this yellow Space Ranger. Again, it's really nice to actually have more Rangers that aren't focused on just either the Red Rangers or Mighty Morphing. This looks really nice, to be fair. I never really collected a lot of the In Space. I think I actually own nothing apart from the Go-Kaiju keys, but that's Mega Ranger. But this, I'd actually probably collect all of them because they just look decent, and it's actually nice to have a different variety of Rangers. The only thing I'd say is the Astro Blasters are a bit too big. They need to be a little bit smaller in my eyes, just because it takes away. I don't know, it's like, I don't know if they were I don't think they were gigantic. From the toys and also from the show, I don't remember them being like huge, like doo-doo-doo-doo. But this one is, the way that you see the shine off the buckle is really cool. And obviously the kind of logo on the chest, and just the articulation looks really fine. I really like the helmet design, to be honest. Then we have the Astro Megazord. Astro Megazord looks pretty cool. I kind of wish they made him a little bit bigger, because it would be cool just to have the Zords a little bit bigger than the actual figures. But his detail is fine. I really like the head. So I'm wondering if with these sorts of figures, if they bring out the secondary Zords where they can combine, is that going to be a possible thing? But it's really nice seeing that the Space line is now getting a bit of love. I just really like Megazord. I just like the design of it. Now Ninja Storm. This, when we're looking back at it, and we can see also in the background, in case it's not there, there's a red Space Ranger. But I like these ones. I think Ninja Storm was a really good series. It's the one that got me back into the whole Power Ranger genre. I really like just the Blue Ranger, because it looks like she's standing to attention, and again obviously with Dustin behind her, it's more like, yeah, I would have liked if they did the whole same sort of strike, it's a really good photo. I could have liked the strike ready, or having them in the same sort of pose, and having them all together would have been better. But these figures are absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to them coming out. We also have the Ninja Storm Megazord, and this looks, I don't know, I'm not liking this one, because we've seen the figures, they have a lot of detail around the face, around the kind of the costumes and stuff, but this one looks really bland. I'm really hoping, I'm guessing these are all prototypes, so I really hope that even the Dolphin Zord doesn't look like a dolphin. It just looks like it's an arm that they've just added a tail to. So I'm not particularly liking that. I'm guessing it's really hard to kind of shrink all the figures down to some degree, but I think that if they were to redo this one, it would be a lot better to have more detail, kind of have the dolphin a little bit bigger than what it is so it stands out. But from what it is, it's not the best. With Darryl's pictures, again, thank you very much for letting me use them. I've had a look at some of the other ones that you've caught, like the Blue Ranger one. They look really cool. I think that's a Blue Space Ranger, so it'd be really cool. I'm hoping more comes out, because there's a Blue Ranger in the background with a Ninja Storm Megazord, and I'm hoping there's going to be more and more to come along. I do like them. One thing I really like about this new line that they're taking the time is they're not just concentrating on the originals or just Red Rangers. We're getting more teams that were never really done before. They obviously produced the toy line back with the series, but then it's kind of been kind of pushed back. So now I'm really looking forward to actually seeing more of these figures, and I hope they go through the entire line and they actually do more of them, because it would be cool to have every single Ranger that they've done. Hell, even a Phantom Ranger would be cool, just to have on display, so collectors like myself can actually enjoy them and just have an entire set, rather than doing say pit ones where it's oh well, we're just doing one, oh we're just doing two, oh there's not a lot there. So I kind of really am looking forward to this Legacy line, and again, these are just from the first few days. I'm going to be reporting quite a lot over the time of San Diego Comic-Con when the Ranger stuff gets released, as well as talking about my kind of thoughts about some of the other shows, like some Marvel and DC, but mainly I just like the Power Ranger stuff that's come out. If you want to check anything, the links will be down below in the description. So Rangers, what do you think about this? Do you like the new figures that are coming out? Are you excited about them? Yes or no? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out Yada Games, all that lovely goodness, and as always Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.